it don't do, y'all? It's your boy LB Johnson. This is Shut Up and Talk to Podcast, live at a special location, man. We're at the record shop, all right? Shout out to Frank Famous, man. Famous Chicken and Waffles. Let us come up here and chill for a minute. Got a, man, amazing guest, man. About to chop it up. First, got to introduce my DJ for the day. Hey, Dino Hall's live in the building, y'all. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll find out real soon. But the guest, the man of the hour, man, this is beyond a privilege, man, beyond an honor, man, is literally Honest John. Comedian, legend, extraordinaire. Honest John, how you feeling, brother?
I'm doing good. Hey, everybody.
Let me tell, look, I got to start by saying, I've been watching you for years. My thing is, some of the greatest white comedians of time, of course, the Will Ferrells, the Jim Carreys, the list goes on and on. But one thing, I don't even consider you a white comedian, because to me that's segregating. You're just a good comedian. You're a hilarious comedian. Every time you touch the stage, you're funny. So I got to start by asking you, what was your inspiration, brother?
What was my inspiration? Well, I was working at the state mental hospital.
That'll do it? Okay.
California. I was a nurse at the state mental hospital. And then I decided I didn't want to help crazy people. I wanted to be one.
You know what's funny about that is, funny enough, I actually worked in the mental hospital as well. And when people always ask me, like, how can you do it? How can you work around with crazy folks? I said, after my second year, I said, you know, because I'm crazy too. I realized, like, the more time I'm there, like I might don't need the medication yet, but I said, yeah, I got a little crazy in me. And I kind of feel at home when I'm around them. So for you, what was it like? What was the day-to-day experience with working in a crazy hospital?
Well, see, here's the thing. At first, when I started doing the work, I loved it.
Yeah.
But after I've been doing it for a long time, it's the kind of thing that burns you out.
Yeah.
And, in order to do that work, you have to care.
Come on now.
And when I found that was slipping away, I said, I got to find something else to do. So I happened to be watching.
Smart, y'all.
And watching, even at the Improv, and there was a comedian they had on there, and I didn't think he was very funny. So I said, I'm funnier than him, and he's on TV.
That's all it takes, yeah.
So I went out, I found out where the open mics were in LA, and I was like a fanatic.
Yeah.
Every night I would be out doing not just one, but 2 or 3 open mics a night. And when you do that, you get better faster.
Come on, okay.
You know?
Because that's they call that, what's it, like working out, right? They basically call, like, when you go on the different open mic stuff, it's like working out or whatever, right?
Yeah, you have to write jokes and then take them out and try them out and tinker with them, see if they work, see if they don't. I always tell young comics, write as much as you can and let the audience edit your shit.
That's it. That's focus. Yeah.
Some comics, they don't pay enough attention to the audience. I was at a show one time and this one comic come up to me and he was like, how'd I do? And I was like, what, you weren't there?
Like you want me to answer?
I'm supposed to tell you how you did. That's the thing. You have to listen to the audience.
Gotcha.
Some people are so caught up in doing the next thing.
Yeah.
Doing the next show. And that's another thing too. You can't rush that. One time, like, I used to write, I still do write these really funny jokes, but I would be in a hurry to get on to the next joke. And Paul Mooney, one of the greatest legends in comedy,
Come on now.
told me one day, he said, John, never step on your laughs. So what you have to do, you tell your jokes and then you wait. You can't be too eager to get on to the next thing. Let the audience finish laughing and do the joke.
I heard somebody once say, "Let it breathe."
That's
it's like
it.
once you get off, let it breathe. Like I'm not a comedian. I don't tell jokes. I host comedy shows though. So like I've been around comedians, seen it, and I heard one of the comedians. I think it was Mark Curry. Once says like, "Yeah, let the joke breathe." Once you say it, they laughing. Like let it breathe before you go to the next. And I was like, "Dang, okay, breathe." That was dope. But like, all right, on to the next.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, when it comes to comedy, when it comes to telling jokes, especially nowadays, we live in cancel culture, we live in a time where there's a lot of risque topics. To you, is there a limit when it comes to comedy? Is there a line you shouldn't cross?
Well, I think that there's any topic is subject to joke. understanding people.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do stuff, but it all has to come from a place of respect.
Yeah. If
you're doing a joke about like rape, which is a very controversial subject, and you're doing it from a place that disrespects women, that joke ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, at all. Yeah.
Not gonna fly. If you're doing a joke about homosexuals, you have to understand and respect the homosexuals.
Yeah.
They have a thing like that. But there's no subject that should be off limits.
Well said. I love how you just put that, because I always tell folks, even just in my day-to-day, you hear the folks, especially if they see you hosting comedy shows, oh, can I tell you a joke? Especially as a black man, every once in a while you get those jokes. It's like, it's kind of racist. It's not a racist joke, but it's about race, but I'm not racist. And I'll be like, let me tell you, this is my one rule about quote-unquote race jokes, period. Not just black, any race joke, I say it better be funny. Because for me and my folks, most people that I'm around, that's what they say. If it's funny, we're going to laugh with you. But if it's like racist and hurtful, or like you can tell there's some underlying motives there, then that's when you're like, nah, bro, that not only was it not funny, now we gotta whoop your ass. Like, look, if it's funny, we're gonna laugh, you good. But if it ain't funny, now I gotta whoop your ass. Look what you done did to us. Like, let me ask you, in your career, do you think social media and the internet, YouTube, and I think it started with Vines, back in the day, now they got YouTube, now they got TikTok, all these other arenas for comedians to get exposure. Shoot, I was born in the 80s. So in the 80s, there wasn't none of that. You had to do the work. You had to go from city to city in comedy clubs. And if they didn't have a comedy club, you had to hope some club or someone was going to let you do jokes. So do you feel like social media and the internet has helped comedy or hurt it?
Both.
Okay.
Just like, it's a double-edged sword, just like anything else. So you do want to get that exposure on social media.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful about how much of your stuff you allow out there.
Yeah.
Right? And because you don't want to get overexposed. But the main thing that social media is good for is promoting the gig.
There you go.
Promoting the gigs. Which, by the way, we're going to be at the New Mexico African American Performing Arts Center at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So everybody come on out.
Come on, that's on San Pedro, y'all, right in the corner of San Pedro, Lomas, African America Performing Arts Center. Come on out. Honest John's in the building, doing this damn thing. Honest John, real quick, before we go any further, let everybody know if they want more information on you, Instagram, Facebook, where can they find more about Honest John?
On Instagram, I'm at Real Honest John 4.
Okay, at Real Honest John 4, y'all.
Now there is another one that's at Real Honest John. That ain't me. I don't know who that is, but there's an at Real Honest John basing it. But there's also an Honest John fan page.
Okay.
On Facebook. And I don't use Twitter as much as I used to.
Yeah, man, they got too much porn on it now, man. Twitter's like, look, Elon took it over, and I went there one day, thought I was on Pornhub. I was like, God dang.
Yeah, I'm still there at Real Honest John, but I don't use it that much anymore because since Elon Musk took it over, he kind of ruined it.
Yeah, man, it ain't as fun. Like, when you know the boss, everything messes up. Like it's one thing to know of the boss, but when that's that dude, and he do, okay. But we digress.
And by the way, like I like the idea of the electric cars and going to space and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But those Teslas are the ugliest.
Man, come on, that Cybertruck.
I wouldn't show up at somebody's house in their car. It looks like something that you would use to build a house.
Like a toaster. It looks like a toaster on wheels. That's what it looks like. And real quick, Mr. Elon Musk, if you're watching and you send us Teslas or Cybertrucks, we will drive them. If you want to sponsor any of this, we'll take it. However, I've always said, to me, the Cybertrucks looks like a bad bet. It looks like he literally said, watch, I bet if I make this, they're gonna buy it. And somebody's like, I bet you $1 million it ain't gonna happen. And then he made it, they bought it, and he made his money. But it's like, it doesn't look like anybody was serious when they created that truck.
You just might want to get a new guy to do the designing and stuff.
That's it. And then I think Shaq got like a black one. I'm like, okay, the black one looks a little better, but it's still a Cybertruck. The name sounds cool, but the look is just not it. Honest John, let me ask you, man. In the world today, man, whether we have leaders that present at times with a lot of hate, a lot of the upset on both sides. It's like the Bloods and the Crips in Washington right now. It's crazy in a world where you know, we're taught, in God we trust, we're taught, you know, we want to love everybody. We want to help everybody that we can, you know. We want to see folks prosper, but we have a lot of folks in positions of power that seem to want to do the exact opposite. How do you feel, what do you feel is your role as far as helping that culture get back to the helping and healing process, get back to that part of it?
Well, listen, I try to be, to see things from both sides. I try to see things from other people, but there's some things that just go beyond the pale, and you have to just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Like, for example, every time something new comes out from the Epstein files about Trump,
come on, man.
He goes and invades another country.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, ain't it?
Or he sends out the ICE, and ICE ain't even trying to enforce the immigration laws. They're just messing with people.
Come on, man.
It's like terrorism on the streets, sponsored by Trump. ICE is worse than ISIS.
Facts. They real talk. Is terrorists. Everybody remember the is. I was like, oh, who the is? But yeah, it's like, to me, and I gotta say this. For the longest, they always said we didn't want a woman president because, oh, they're too emotional, and God forbid, on the time of that month, she might push the button. But to me, Trump is the closest thing we have to a woman president in the sense of what they've said, because he seems so emotional. Like, literally, this is the only dude that let you know, what, you didn't vote for me? Dead. We send out. You gotta go, now we put you in court. Now we're gonna sue you. Now we're gonna, it's like this dude wears his heart on his sleeve and is not afraid to let you know, like, I'm gonna get you back.
And everything that he said was wrong for other presidents to do,
he doing it all.
He's doing even worse.
Oh.
He's doing even worse. So, you know, but enough of him.
Yeah. Let's move on before look. They might not even let us post this one. Hey, we love Trump because he's Anyways.
No, we don't.
Yeah, let's be wrong. Come on now.
No, we don't.
All right, honest.
Allegedly.
When you finally say, all right, I'm done, I'm ready to go chill, go to my island, whatever, and chill. What do you want your memory to be? What do you want people to remember about Honest John?
Oh hell, I just wanted to remember that every time they came out and saw me, they laughed like hell.
Come on, man. Laugh is the best
And
medicine.
maybe there was also some social commentary that was meaningful. I'll give you an example.
Please.
I'll give you an example. There's this one bit I do, and I mentioned that black people ain't playing hockey.
Come on.
And the reason why black people ain't playing hockey is because the announcer would be like, your attention please. Number 23, Jacques Lafleur. 5 minutes for fight. Number 30, Leroy Brown. 10 to 15 years for assault.
Damn.
And Latinos, they ain't playing hockey either because Latinos ain't going nowhere near ice.
Let's go. Hey, Honest John, thank you for taking the time, man. It's a pleasure. Welcome to Albuquerque, New Mexico, man. I'm excited again, y'all. Tomorrow night, African American Performing Arts Center on San Pedro, corner of San Pedro and Lomas, y'all, Fairgrounds. For more information, y'all know what it is. Hit me up, shutuptalk.com, shutuptalkofficial.com. We'll get you all the information, man. Matter of fact, man, we might even give away a couple pairs of tickets. We'll see what it do. Hey, it's your boy LB Johnson. This is the Shut Up and Talk podcast. Holla.